ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಐ.
Hello viewers, I'm Nanisana Pangar and you're watching Campus Eye. First, let us take a look at the headlines of this week.
ಸಂತ ಅಲೋಷಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ವಿಭಾಗದಿಂದ 2 ದಿನಗಳ ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಕಿರಣ. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಸ್.ಎಫ್. ಡಿಸೋಜಾ ಅವರಿಂದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ. ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಜನತೆಯನ್ನು ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಬರಲು ಮೇಧಾ ಪಾಟ್ಕರ್ ಕರೆ. ರೋಶ್ನಿ ನಿಲಯ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಬೆರೆತ ನರ್ಮದಾ ಬಚಾವ್ ಖ್ಯಾತಿಯ ಪರಿಸರವಾದಿ. ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ವಿಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಿಂದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮದ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಡೇ. ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಸಂತ ಅಲೋಷಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ನಿವೃತ್ತ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರಿಗೆ ಸಂಭ್ರಮದ ಬೀಳ್ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಸಮಾರಂಭ.
School of Social Work Roshni Nilaya conducted a one-day public interaction program with renowned social activist Medha Patkar.
Medha Patkar, renowned social activist, had an interesting interaction with the public at School of Social Work Roshni Nilaya. Emphasizing on how inhuman people have become in the recent days, Medha Patkar also said that these days people do not mind killing a living community to set up an entire industry.
And you will ask, why did the government arrest us? Because in 2007 when we did the same, and 2003 we did the same and got the resettlement site as a result of the Satyagraha. Not only that, they arrested us, but when I wrote a letter from the jail and it was converted into PIL, the public interest litigation, the court, after hearing for days and seeing the video of our arrest, gave a judgment saying that not only that we should be released, but each of the Satyagrahis, and then 90 were in jail while others were just dispersed off, lathi charged and whatnot. Each one of us had to be given 10,000 rupees for compensating for violation of our fundamental rights. So this time they cannot dare arrest us, and people are cultivating and will be celebrating. But the situation is not totally out of crisis. While the dam remains stopped, the height of 122 meters is still there. And that means 177 villages in Madhya Pradesh alone, including township, are already pushed into submergence area but not yet submerged. So a huge portion is ready to be submerged, you can call it, but not yet submerged. While there are lakhs of people, panchayat schools, dispensaries, horticulture, everything goes on. But we have also to continue fighting, countering every false report that shows balanced families to be zero, while more than 40,000 families are there in the submergence area.
Dr. Romila Shekhar, Dean of MSW, welcomed the gathering. The other people present on the dais were Dr. Jacinta D'Souza, ex-principal of Roshni Nilaya, Mr. Gio Jose and T.R. Bhatt from Karavali, Karnataka Jana Abhivruddhi Vedike.
Generally there is a temptation to say that she is against development. It is not actually against development. It is actually development induced displacement. That is what she has been campaigning against. Environmental degradation, human rights violation and corruption in all its forms. She has been actively involved in the Narmada Bachao Andolan, wherein the purpose was to safeguard the interests of the tribals and Adivasis and socially and economically marginalized people across the Narmada Valley.
Besant Women's College celebrated its annual day on March 6th.
Besant Women's College celebrated annual day on 6th March. The program started with invocation song. Excellent academic performers were appreciated with prize. Different cultural programs like classical dance, western dance, songs were also held as a part of the celebration. Dr. P. Chandra Mohan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Yenapoya University, Mangalore, was the chief guest.
Education, there are different kinds of education today.
what you are having, I would say, is probably general education. What I had was actually medical education. And we know there is technical education and so many types of education. Now education, whether it is general education or technical education or medical education, has certain common components.
Jagadish Shenoy, President, WNES, presided over the function. Dr. Manjula KT, Principal, Shri B. Mohan Nayak, Correspondent, Miss Cheryl Rani, Student Welfare Officer, and Miss Geeta, Student President, were also present.
Now let's take a short break. Welcome back to Campus I. Mangalore Jesuit Educational Society conducted its annual farewell function for professors who retired this year.
Mangalore Jesuit Educational Society conducted its annual farewell function for professors who retired this year. Mrs. Gracie Lobo, Dr. A. Ludswamy, Dr. Richard Pius, Mr. G. Wilson Bangera, Dr. N. D. Shetty and Professor T. Ramesh Kamath were felicitated. Reverend Father Joseph Rodriguez, Father Frederick Menezes, Finance Officer, MJES, Father Edward Rodriguez, Father Clifford, Correspondent Warden Gents, Father Joseph Montero, Director, Ladies Hostel, Principal of various St. Aloysius institutions, administrators, teaching and non-teaching staff were also present during the function.
Department of Biochemistry of St. Aloysius College organized a national seminar on biomolecules and biocatalysts on the 8th and 9th of March 2012.
ಸಂತ ಅಲೋಷಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ವಿಭಾಗದಿಂದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಮಟ್ಟದ ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಕಿರಣವನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 8ರಂದು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಯೋಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಯೋಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಬ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಈ ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಕಿರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಮುಂಬೈನ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಬಯೋಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನ ಸಹ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಡಾ SF ಡಿಸೋಜರ್ ಅವರು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದರು. ಸಂತ ಅಲೋಷಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲ ರೆವರೆಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಶ್ರೀಬಡ್ಡಿ ಸಿಲ್ವಾ SJ ರವರು ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷೀಯ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಓರಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ರೆವರೆಂಡ್ ಡಾ ಲಿಯೋ ಡಿಸೋಜಾ SJ, ರೆವರೆಂಡ್ ಡಾ ಮೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಡಿ ಕುನ್ನಾ SJ, ಮಿಸ್ ಅವಿಲ್ಲಾ ಡಿ ಸಿಲ್ವಾ ಮತ್ತು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಸಂಯೋಜಕರು ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದರು.
That's all for tonight. Until next time, take care and good night.
Helps your mind. Any position being urgent helps your mind to be refreshed. ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್